Russia must pay reparations to Ukraine. The corresponding resolution was adopted by the UN General Assembly. The document was supported by representatives of 94 countries. 73 countries abstained from voting. 14 countries voted against it. The UN resolution is of great political importance. It launches the creation of a register of war damage and the development of a mechanism for paying reparations to Ukraine.
The same resolution enshrined the creation of an international compensation commission and an appropriate register of damages. I want to know that this record of damage is from the year of 2014 and not from 2022. And the second aspect, this register concerns not only material damage to legal entities and individuals, but it also concerns moral damage and environmental damage.
The West has frozen Russian assets in the amount of from 300 to 500 billion US dollars. Such figures were announced in September by the Prime Minister of Ukraine, Denis Shmyhal. According to experts, representatives of the international community will soon begin to develop a unified mechanism and legally binding document to hold the Russian Federation accountable and to make it compensate for damages.
On the basis of this resolution, an international agreement will be concluded, which will provide for at least registration of damage caused to the state of Ukraine, as well as individuals and legal entities. It will be an international mechanism adopted in cooperation with Ukraine. I think that this will be a multilateral document, a multilateral treaty that other states will join. Accordingly, it will be binding on the countries that accede it.
At the time of the start of the full-scale invasion, most of the Russian gold and foreign exchange reserves were in Western banks and were frozen. Now Russia is trying to unfreeze its accounts by all means. But experts believe that the Federation will not be able to get its assets back.
I think that the Russian Federation will not be able to unfreeze it because there are already relevant decisions. For example, recognizing Russia as a sponsor of terrorism by the Council of Europe. The Council of Ministers of Europe made a similar decision on recognizing Russia as a state of terrorism.
Since the start of the full-scale invasion, the Kyiv School of Economics estimates that Russia has caused 127 billion US dollars in direct damage to Ukraine's infrastructure. According to the Minister of Ecology, the damage to the environment of Ukraine amounted to 35 billion US dollars, and Russian massive rocket attacks damaged about 40% of the energy infrastructure and caused more than 170 million US dollars in damage. The Ukrainian authorities say that they will demand compensation from Russia for all damages, and the amount of reparations will increase with every day of the Russian war against Ukraine. Reported by Dana Kolesnik, Vlada Tsurkan, UATV News.